Hello everyone, my name is James and today we are going to be looking at the 7 best Half-Life references and Easter eggs in other games. And I can also confirm that there are several nods to Half-Life 3. During the movements of Chapter 1, Gideon, the main protagonist of GlyphX Games' sci-fi adventure Event Rising, is in hot pursuit of his girlfriend Olivia. It is among part 3 of this particular segment when he finally catches up to her and then must battle against the Seeker General. After doing so, Olivia and Gideon can hop on a lift heading down and then enter a room and home to an ongoing battle. At this moment, guide Gideon over to the left and squeeze through the now destroyed wall, where you can feast your eyes on a scientist resting motionless up against the wall while a headcrab is having a munch on him. Among GTA San Andreas and about halfway through the story, you can take to the mission known as the Black Project, situated in the desert and takes us to the restricted location of Area 69, of course based on Area 51, where numerous goodies can be found, including the jetpack. However, as you trundle throughout the research facility, one of the inaccessible labs looks very similar to the Black Mesa research facility from Half-Life. Plus you can even spot Gordon Freeman's crowbar resting on one of the lab tables. Within the second mine you undertake in SteamWorld Dig for the PC only, filled with hidden spikes, dripping acid and enemies who love to throw dynamite at you, you'll need to chisel away to a depth of 333 metres, where a door bearing the number 2 in Roman numerals is positioned. By entering, you will need to carefully sprint across the blocks that instantaneously erode beneath your feet while acid drips from above. After carefully navigating these, deal with the bombers on the next level if you wish, and continue upwards and to the left, where you can ignite a TNT barrel, causing a small chain reaction to take out the next annoying enemy. Clamber up upon the rocks and steam jump over to the left, where you can find a secret area and a Game Go store, which has clearly been out of business for many years, and at one point was advertising Valve's Half-Life 3 and apparently was coming soon. Except the customers and the fan who was appropriately dressed all died outside waiting for a game that clearly never came. id Software's 2011 post-apocalyptic setting featured in Rage, which was set in motion thanks to an asteroid plunging into the Earth and based on a real near-Earth asteroid Apophis, has so many video game and movie references it would be hard to know where to start. But towards the end of the objectives, and once the Authority has entered the subway town, the largest settlement of the Eastern Wasteland, pass across the train tracks, then just stop outside the Fez Bar, to which you can see a guard ahead whom is about to play out a take on Half-Life 2's Metro Cop, who tosses a can onto the floor on purpose for you to pick up.
Pick up that can.
Ours is a promise that says the Authority cannot solve all your problems. But know this, what the Authority
That's a good boy.
is that which you cannot do for yourselves will protect you.
The quest Siblings in Dying Light takes you to meet Jade in the boxcar, then onto a mission to explore the slum school for Antizin. After scouring the first classroom, head down the corridor that bears left, where you'll find a somewhat grisly scene of a torso that has been impaled up against the wall by a huge saw blade, and the legs are slumped on the floor in a pool of blood. This is in fact a reference to Chapter 6, We Don't Go, to Ravenholm in Half-Life 2, where as you enter the first dwelling you will see this man whom has been impaled in the exact same way. Though our corpse here even sports a gas pipe that has been stabbed through the chest, that of course contains a valve. Penumbra Overture Episode 1 follows Philip, a 30-year-old physicist who travels to northern Greenland in the hunt for his father, amongst a somewhat creepy and abandoned location. At the death of the first episode, Philip needs to ever so carefully navigate across a frozen lake that will soon become his final resting place if he is not careful. Across the other side of the lake, and just before leaving, you can find a rather frostbitten arm poking out through the ice, wielding a crowbar. By using the saw upon the arm, you can release the crowbar and claim it for yourself, where you should now check out the game's description for it. Probably handy if you're trekking through the tundra. There's a name scratched into the metal. Freeman. And finally, in Mad Max, nestled in a cave found in Gutgash's territory, you can discover Gordon Freeman's mutilated and severed body laying on the ground. The number 3 is written in orange on the crate nearby, representing Half-Life 3, which might not happen now since they've killed Gordon off. Plus, Gordon's also missing his arm, which is perched on another crate clutching onto a crowbar. Though in actual fact it might not be Gordon's arm at all, unless Gordon possessed 2 left hands. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching and for all the support that you give the channel. And if you fancy watching more, then you can always check out my latest videos here on the right, and why not subscribe and join the journey as we continue to cover the best video game Easter eggs, secrets and facts.